I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message. With each passing month, our country's faced increasingly difficult times. But everywhere I go, despite the economic crisis and war and uncertainty about tomorrow, I still see optimism and hope and strength. We've seen over the last 8 years how decisions by a president can have a profound effect on the course of history and on American lives.
I know. So what did you guys think? I was touched. Welcome back into the third set of the J. Rouse Show. Welcome back into the third set of the J. Rouse Show. And of course, you can reach the show at the JRouseShow@live.com. The JRouseShow@live.com. All right, so what did you think? You know what? I tell you what, I thought it was good. All right, but you know what? I have to be honest. Okay, I think everyone knows that I have drank the Barack Obama Kool-Aid. I've done it, but I have to be fair. And one of the things I noticed right off the bat was this atmosphere, or this White House Oval Office environment type thing. And I can hear people now saying things like, oh, he's trying to be, presumptuous. He thinks he's already won. So I said, okay, you have to be careful with that. Then the other thing I noticed is he said $200,000 for people who are supposed to receive the tax cuts, not the $250,000 that we've been hearing for the longest. And so maybe they reran the numbers, and maybe the numbers didn't shake out and they had to go that route, which is okay. Listen, I've always been a fan. What I've never understood is how people fault politicians for changing their mind. It's like, well, he flip-flopped. You tell me. Hey, he said this back in 2001. Now he's saying this in 2008. I would like to have someone who would think about the process and say, wait a minute, I need to change my mind. I've changed my mind since then. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop making it a dirty word. And speaking of 2001, the McCain campaign has brought up this Rashid Khalidi, whatever his name is, saying that Barack Obama's piled around with this guy, that he did some toast with him, and that the LA Times refused to release the video, and they want a copy of that video released, and blah, blah, blah. But then it comes out that John McCain, a group that John McCain was the chairman of, gave a group that this guy was the chairman of over $800,000 in grants. They gave him moolah. They gave him money. They gave him pesos. How dumb can you be? You're going to tell on someone for something that you've done. You're going to point someone back to the scene of the crime when your footprints and fingerprints are still there. That is stupid. And now we're also finding out, and I didn't know it was this much money, that Sarah Palin charged the state of Alaska $21,000 for her kids to fly. And now I think an official, I forget what it's called with the word. I'll say indictment, but I don't think that's the official term that they're using. Inquiry, I think that's the word. An official inquiry has been submitted on this. $21,000. And then when she realized that the people were looking at it, then she gave an executive order for them to change the line item in the government budget to reflect or to say government business. This lady is a joke. They are crooks. Don't fall for it. Let's get into some emails. All right, this first email is from Popski. I guess that's, what the hell is this? Oh, jeez. Where do we get these emails? Why are you people sending me these types of emails? It says, Dear Jay, what would you have done if this happened to you? While using the men's room at a sports bar, a guy in the urinal next to me accidentally tinkled on my shoes. Jeez. Wow. A grown man using the word tinkled. Okay. The guy didn't say or do anything but washed his hands and walked out. Should I have confronted him or did I do the right thing? Didn't want to start a bar fight. Popski. Popski, thanks for the email, man. But what's up with these emails? I get one about Viagra. I get this email. I'm very appreciative of it. This guy tinkled on your toes. Boy, that sounds erotic. First of all, why are you using the word tinkled? Oh my goodness. Well, and then my question, Popski, is did the guy know that he had tinkled on your toes? Tinkled. Is that? I bet you Popski has a young kid, because adults that have young children use these types of phrases. Hey, I gotta go boo-boo. I gotta go pee-pee. Oh Lord. Anyway, you asked me my opinion. What would I have done? I would have said, yo man, what's up? Right? And then depending on his answer, that would have been the difference of if LAPD would have had to be involved in it. Because if he'd have looked at me and said I'm stupid, then LAPD would be on the scene. Or if he would have said, hey, listen, I apologize, my friend, I'm sorry, then at that point I would have had to clean off the tinkles on my shoes. But I guess the other question, Popski, I have for you is, what's up with the stance, man? Why was the stance so wide? You know, hey, shoulder lengths apart, buddy. When you're using a can, shoulder length apart. You didn't have to. What were you doing? What's up with the spread eagle? Now, remember the last guy who had a wide stance in the bathroom? A certain congressman, he got in trouble because they thought he was soliciting homosexual acts. Hey, man, get that stance in, dude. Stop standing so wide at the urinal. Oh, my goodness. What's up with these emails? Oh, man. So now it's time for the joke of the day. And today's joke comes from Anonymous. How the hell can you have a joke from Anonymous? Don't you have to put an email address in or something? Oh, I know where this came from. Scary dude who didn't want his name over the internet because he felt that if they knew his name, they can steal his identity. So we're going to call him the Anonymous Punk. But I think it's a pretty good joke. You judge it. Two friends. One friend's a white-collar guy. The other friend's a blue-collar guy. They're best of friends. The blue-collar guy is an avid hunter, so he wants to take his friend, the white-collar guy, bear hunting. So his friend, white-collar guy, prissy dude, drives a Mercedes. You know, he's not trying to do that, but he wasn't totally opposed to the idea, but he had some questions. So he asked his friend, he says, first of all, what happens if we shoot and kill the bear? Guy says, well, if we shoot and kill the bear, then what I'll do is I'll take the bear's head to a taxidermist, get his head mounted, put it on my trophy wall. I take the fur, I'd make fur coats, and we use the meat for bear stew. White collar guy's not feeling that. He said, okay, all right. He says, what happens if we shoot the bear and the bear doesn't die? Blue collar guy said, well, wait a minute, that's not going to happen because, you know, we're using high power rifles and, you know, the bear would be mortally wounded. All we'd have to do is kind of wait it out and wait until the bear died. Okay? So now the friend's feeling a little better, but he had one more question for his blue collared friend. He says, okay, what happens if we shoot and miss? His blue collared friend said, okay, at that point the bear becomes enraged. Okay, and then you need to run for your life. So the blue collar guy's like, run for your life? Dude, he said, you can't outrun a bear. He said, I don't need to outrun the bear. I just need to outrun you. Hey, I thought it was pretty good, huh? No? We had fun today. Thanks for being a part of the mix. I want to say what's up to my new music director, Tyreek Styles, one of the baddest boys out there. So if you live in the Chicagoland area and you need a DJ, go to www.hitthemusic.com. Give him a call. Also, I want to say what's up to all the new subscribers. We'll see you here next time on the J. Ryle Show. Peace.